Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a video that I don't think I've ever done here on my channel, but I've seen many different YouTubers do them. I've heard it being called like my weekly makeup basket, my current makeup drawer, so it's going to be kind of one of those videos. I'm just going to go through all of the different products that I'm currently using, just for my everyday makeup look. These are primarily the products that I've been using, and I've been using pretty much everything here since about the beginning of the year, maybe even a little bit longer. But yeah, let's just hop right in. Oh, but I did want to first say if my makeup looks a little bit off or a little bit gross right now, I apologize. This face is not fresh. It's been on for a very long time. I just did not feel like redoing it or touching much of it up. So yeah, this is what you get today. But now let's get into all the products that I'm currently using. Of course, the first makeup product that I put on is primer, and this is the one that I'm currently using. This is from CoverGirl. It is the True Blend Face Primer for Combo Skin. I actually just started using this week after I ran out of another primer that I had been going through. So I've probably used this 3 or 4 times now, and I gotta say, I kind of like it. It's not amazing. I think I like the Outlast primer from CoverGirl a little bit more if I was to compare those two. And of course, I think the Professional from Benefit is probably a little bit better than this. But in general, I think this is actually a pretty decent primer. I haven't had any issues with it so far. Next up is, of course, foundation, and I brought 2 of them down here. This is the one that I've been using for quite a few months now, and I absolutely love this stuff, you guys. It's amazing. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream, and I have it in the shade Fair. As you can see, though, I am almost done with it. There's even a little bit of just the packaging showing here, so the product is only right here. I'm probably gonna get maybe 2 or 3 more uses out of this. I don't really know, but I am very close to being done with this, which is really sad. But the VIB sale, I believe, is coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I think I'm gonna repurchase this because it's so awesome. I love how there's SPF 50 in here, and it's just really easy to apply and blend out. So I love this product, but once this one runs out, I'm gonna start using this one here from NYC. This is the BB cream, the instant matte version, and this is just in the shade Light. I don't have that much left in this one either, maybe 3 or 4 more uses, so hopefully between these 2 I can make it to the VIB sale, but we'll just wait and see. I can always pull in something else if I need to, but this one doesn't give very good coverage, but it's okay. It's just been hanging around my collection for a while, so it's time to start using it up and get it out of my collection. Then for concealer, the one I've been trying to work through is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have it in the shade Fair. This one's getting quite old, so I really just want to work through this year and get it out of my collection because, like I said, it's old and it just needs to go. I don't know. It doesn't look like I've really made that much progress on this. This is the second one of these that I've gotten, and I do like this concealer. I just kind of slap it under my eyes and just blend it out with my finger on days that I just need to get going as fast as I can. But yeah, like I said, it's just old, so I do just want to work through this as much as I can. I have noticed it's a little bit darker at the bottom than in the main part of the tube here, so I'm thinking it's on its last leg, but I'm just going to see how much use I can get out of it because I do like it. Then now onto powders, and I typically use 2 powders. The first one that I've been using is Tarte. This is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Pressed Powder, and I just use this to set my concealer under my eyes. I got this a while ago, but I haven't used it a whole lot. There's a slight dip. I don't even know if it's going to come across on camera, but this powder is pretty loosely packed in here, so I think I'm actually going to hit pan on that relatively soon. I've only been using this one for about a week. I was using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I absolutely love, but then I remembered that I had this one in my collection, and this one's a little bit older than the Laura Mercier one, so I figured I should probably use up this one first. So like I said, I've been using this for about a week, and it's been just fine, though I do think I like the Laura Mercier one a little bit better. And then to set my entire face, I've really been into powder foundations lately, so that's what I'm using. And this one is from Urban Decay. This is the Naked Skin Ultra Foundation in the color Light Neutral. Now this one on its own is a little bit too dark for me, maybe even just a little bit too yellow, but when I mix it with the CC cream here, it looks really, really nice, so I love this combination together. I would definitely repurchase this again when I run out, but I think I might try to go to the Fair Neutral shade if there is one. I think there might be, just so I could use it on its own if I wanted to. But together, like I said, these make a great team. The next up, I like to bronze my skin a little bit, and I just recently finished off a sample size of the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, which I absolutely love. So now I'm working on another little sample sample size. This is the Cargo Bronzer in the shade Medium. This was actually a duo. It was a blush and bronzer, but I ended up taking the blush out because whenever I would try to dip my brush in the bronzer, I would pick up some of the blush as well, and I really didn't want to do that because I didn't really care for the blush that was in here. It's a little too cool toned for me. But the bronzer has been working just fine. Like I said, I haven't been using this one that long, but there's a little bit of a dip, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this one off by the end of the year. Because it's so small, I don't think that's really going to be an issue. It is a little bit more of a sparkly bronzer, a little bit of a shimmery bronzer, and I typically have been preferring matte bronzers, but I don't hate this one. Definitely just for like an everyday kind of bronzer, it's been working just fine. Next on to my blush, and if you've been watching my subscription box splits, this product will look kind of familiar to you. This is from Seraphine Botanicals, and this is their blush in Happy Hibiscus. Now I've been using this blush for about 3 months straight, at least 3 times a week, maybe even more, and you can't even see a dip in it at all, but I really like this blush. It's a beautiful shade. I am going to discontinue using this here in the next couple of weeks because I do feel it's better for fall and winter time, and I want something a little bit brighter going into spring and summer, but I do just absolutely love this blush. I think it's so beautiful. And of course, what makeup look these days is complete without a highlighter, so I've been working on this one since the beginning of the year, maybe even since sometime late last year, but this is the Balm's Mary Luminizer. I actually did go through a full size, well, kind of. A lot of it broke off and I just ended up having to toss most of it, but I did complete it a couple of years ago now, I think, in one of my very first project pans, but I got this one last year in an Ipsy bag, so I'm just trying to work through it, and you can see I made some pretty good progress on that one so far. I really do love this color. I just think it's so complementary to my skin tone. Super shimmery. It just gives off a beautiful glow. So I'm hoping that I can finish this one off this year just to get something out of my collection, even though, like I said, I do really like it. I've got a lot of highlighters that I really like in my collection, and this one is nice because I can get through it because it's so small, and it'll make me feel like I've done something really amazing with my makeup collection to get through an entire highlighter, even though this one really won't take me that long compared to some of the other ones. But you guys know what I mean, especially if you do Project Pan. You understand. But yeah, so that is the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. And then now moving on to all of my eye products. The first one, or the first thing that I do for my eyes is, of course, to prime them. And right now I am using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the color Enigma. I don't love this one. I absolutely am obsessed with the original primer potion from Urban Decay. It's like an absolute holy grail product for me. It really changed my life. But this shade, it's basically my skin tone, so I don't have an issue with that. Just the formula is quite a bit thicker than the original, and it's just, I don't know, it's a little bit more goopy and it takes a little bit longer to blend out. Not that big of a deal, but I think from now on, if I need to go and purchase another one, I would just stick to the original. Moving on to eyeshadow, I am working through one of the shades in here. This is my Tarte palette. I believe this is the Bon Voyage palette from Christmas a couple of years ago, and I'm trying to work through this shade here in the corner. This is called Palace of Versailles, and I'm just using this as like an all-over setting shade. And you can see I've got a pretty big dip there. Hopefully this is in focus. I've got a pretty big dip going here, a pretty big spot of pan showing, so I don't think that will take me too much longer to get through. And then eventually I would like to get through a couple of the other shades in here. Maybe Project Pan, or maybe pan that palette next year. We'll see. I don't know. But for now, I'm really just trying to work through that shade because I am primarily focusing this year on my Pan That palette, which is the Lorac Pro Metal palette for the year. And I'm not going to open it, so you guys aren't going to be able to see what it looks like now because I do have a little bit of progress from the last time that I showed it to you. But yeah, I'm just, you know, slowly but surely working my way through this palette. I'm still really enjoying it, as I've mentioned in some of the other updates. But yeah, so there's that. Now moving on to the eyeliner that I've been reaching for every day, and that is another product by Cargo. This is also in my subscription box split, so this might look familiar to you, and I will show you the progress on this. I really don't have that much more to go. So that is what that one currently looks like. This is a dark brown shade in the color Pebble Beach. I do really like this eyeliner, but because I've been using it so consistently for the last 3 months or so, and I've got so many other eyeliners that I'd like to try out and use up from my collection, I'm getting a little bit sick of it. But I'm very happy to say that I'm almost done with this one. Probably by the end of the week I should be done with that one, which I'm really excited about. And for mascara, I currently have two open that I kind of switch back and forth between. The one that I really like is the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I think I got that in an Ipsy bag last year, the year before, but I just started pulling this out and I really, really like it. It's a nice, easy to put on mascara. It just looks really nice and it doesn't flake throughout the day on me. I just really, really like that one. And the other one that I'm trying to work through here is from Maybelline. This is the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. Now, when this first came out, maybe a little over a year ago, I only heard negative reviews on it, so I was a little bit nervous to pull it out and start using it. I think I got this one in a like in a Target beauty box or something, and I have to say, I think you can get a really beautiful look with this mascara. It just takes a ton of time to do it, which is the issue that I have with it. Because if you can spend a little bit more time on your mascara, and you can just kind of separate the lashes and really just kind of take your time working through them with the wand, they look beautiful. They really, really do. So I like the effect that you can get through this mascara, but I don't like the time that it takes. So if I know I'm in a rush, I'm gonna go ahead and use the one from Smashbox, and if I can take a little bit more time, then I will go ahead and use the one from Maybelline. Here's the brow product that I typically use just for an everyday makeup look. I don't typically put in any pencil or powder in my eyebrows. I just don't have time to do that. But this, I don't hear anybody talk about on YouTube, which is such a shame because you guys, this is amazing. The best eyebrow gel with fibers that I have found, and I've tried quite a few. But this is from Maybelline. This is the Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. It's incredible. I have never seen my brows go from bleh to wow with just using a gel. Like even the Boy Brow from Glossier, which I do like, it can't compete with this, and I don't hear anybody talking about this. And I have it in the color medium brown, and this is not the one with that weird ball applicator. I will show you what it looks like. It is weird, but it's not the one with the ball. And I think this one is kind of a new product. But if you are in need of a brow gel, I highly suggest you check this one out because it really, really fills in my brows. It just really makes them look so much more full and just beautiful. And I have quite sparse, patchy brows, and this really does a great job filling it in. So I really suggest you check that out. Like I said, it's awesome. Moving on to the two lip products that I've been trying to work through. The first one you might remember from my project pan last year. This is from Pixi, and this is their Tinted Brilliance Balm in the color Radiant Rose. After I got pregnant, I kind of just abandoned project panning for a little bit because I was so sick and we were moving and there was just a lot going on. But I do still have this, if you remember watching that from last year, but that is everything that I've got left of this product. So I'm really, really close to being done, which I'm really excited about. So I'm thinking maybe another week of this product as long as I continue to use it. This one should be done very soon. And the other lip product that I try and pair with this one is one from my subscription box Blitz. This is a little mini lipstick from the Sephora collection. It doesn't have a name. All it says is number 14 on it. And again, that is what that one currently looks like. I don't like this color on its own, which is why I've been pairing it with this. And this one is quite bright, and I can wear it on its own, but together they make a nice, pretty, you know, kind of a little bit of a softer pink look, which I like. But hopefully this one will be gone soon because I just really don't like this. I'm so sick of it, and I haven't been working on it for even 2 months now, but just because I just really don't like the color on its own, it just bugs me, so I cannot wait to get it done. And then the very last makeup product that I typically use on an everyday basis is a setting spray. This, again, is also in my subscription box Splits. I got this in a Target beauty box a couple of years ago, right when this product first came out. This is from L'Oreal, and this is their Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extending Setting Spray. I am really close to being done with this as well. I cannot wait to get this out of my collection, move another product out, but I do quite like this setting spray. I think it does a good job of extending the life of my makeup. Had I not put this on earlier today, I think my face would be just kind of dripping down my face even a little bit more than it is. So it definitely does the job. So yeah, I think that is absolutely everything. Now these products I typically use on just an everyday basis when I'm trying to get ready relatively quickly, and some days I'll be able to use all of them at one time. Some days I'll just kind of have to pick and choose depending on how long I have to get ready for the day. I don't think I'm wearing hardly any of these products on my face today because we were taking pictures earlier. I am wearing the primer, and I am wearing the Mary Luminizer highlighter, but I think, oh, and the eyeshadow, of course, because that's the only eyeshadow that I'm using, but I don't think I'm wearing anything else that I talked to you about today. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. I love watching and seeing what other people are using on a regular everyday basis. This kind of video might become somewhat of a regular thing on my channel. Let me know down below if you guys like these kind of videos. Definitely this stuff is not going gonna change every single month or every couple of weeks as some people do it. I just use these products until they're done basically, and then I'll switch them out, you know, maybe with the exception of like the blush, because I do wanna switch that out and go with something a little bit brighter for the summer. But I do just try to, you know, work through them. So maybe once a majority of this stuff has kind of been swapped out, then I'll go ahead and film another one. But thank you guys so much for watching today. I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and we can also connect on Instagram. I will of course have that link down there somewhere, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!